Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. I am Karma with Lewis Acre Farm, and you are watching Meet Me Monday. I'm so glad that you are here. Today is, my guest is going to be Shades of Gray, Ashley. I am still waiting for her to show up in the green room. If anybody knows how to get in touch with her, I have her email address and I have been emailing her, but she might be having some technical difficulties. I'm not really sure. I had a very, very difficult night last night, and so I didn't get around early this morning to be able to reach out to her early. I do know she was planning to be here. I'm not sure if she got the timing mixed up or if she's just having some issues with her kids. I really don't know what the situation is, but I will wait for her. Hopefully she will show up. If not, we'll just have us a good time. Have us a good time hanging out. First of all, let me welcome in all of my chatters. I know we have Logan, my husband. We have Rob St. Gabriel. He's coming to us from Wales. Let me tell you, Rob is one heck of a craftsman. He has emailed me pictures of a table that he built using pallets, and it is gorgeous. It is really, really beautiful. He burnished it and made it look rustic, and it's a fold-up table that folds up against his wall to give them more space during the day. And he built benches to go with it, and there's a sauce rack that hangs on the wall to put all of their condiments and such on, and the table folds up against that. It is absolutely beautiful. I just want to commend you, Rob, for the craftsmanship that you put into that. Absolutely gorgeous. We have, we have Kristen, Bella's Whisper Farmstead. And let's see, who else is here? Dee's Garden Adventures, Deanna. Got it right. It looks like Diana, but it is Deanna. Tiffany from Canadian Family Life. Welcome in. We have Michael's Adventures. I'm so glad you're here. AS Blind Maid Production. Alfonso, I'm glad you're here. Joe Fix It For You. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Let's see. While we're waiting for Ashley, I was mentioning if anybody knows how to reach her other than email, if you could reach out to her, if maybe there's another social media that you have that you're connected with her on, if you could reach, yes, I did, Deanna, I got your email. I've not had a chance to email you back. I will be getting those seeds out to you sometime this week, if at all possible. Speaking of seeds, Rob, I am so sorry. I have got to get yours sent out to you as well, and I will get that done. Crazy thing, my husband got paid last week, and I went to deposit his check through the ATM, and the ATM wouldn't accept his check. So after the live today, I've got to go into the bank and see if they're going to accept his check, or if we've got to go and have the barn reprint his check so that they will accept it. So as soon as we get that squared away, then I can get you guys your seeds sent out. now. Where was I? I apologize. I did not sleep well at all. My brain is a little bit scattered, but we'll get through this. We all have our moments. We just have to push through. Treasure Hunter Mule, thank you for being here. I'm so glad. There was some other points of business I was going to take care of before we got started. Oh, if any of you guys were here last week when I went live to give you an update on the kittens, then you saw we got bonus footage. We had a Twister moment. Oh, Beth, welcome in. I'm glad you're here too. By Twister moment, if there's a scene in the movie Twister, I believe it was a movie from the 80s. It might have been early 90s. But in the movie, there's a scene where they're chasing the Twister, and the guy's fiance says, cows, we have cows. Well, we had cows show up. And the only way I knew is because the kittens that I was loving on at the moment started getting really nervous. Kendra, hello, welcome in. Anyway, so they got really nervous, and I turned to see what they were looking at, and there were 3 Holstein calves. Where I live, we're at the very back of the mobile home park, and there's a big open field between us and the ditch bank. Across the ditch bank is a big, huge pasture. There's usually nothing in it. And down the ditch bank that runs behind the subdivision next to us, there were these 3 Holstein calves. They probably weighed, Logan, you can correct me, but I think they weighed probably between 400 and 600 pounds. Well, then we were trying to keep track of the cows so that they wouldn't run down the driveway and get out onto the main road where people drive like maniacs. Where we live, there's a twisty road that goes underneath the freeway right past our mobile home park. And they are not careful coming around that curve. And the last thing we needed was for them to get out on that road and then end up being hit. So I was trying to keep track of the calves while Logan came out to see if he could help keep them back up by the ditch bank, and also get a hold of his brand inspector buddy of his that he's known for decades. Well, while he went in to get dressed and come back out, then pretty soon animal control and 2 farmers that lived somewhere nearby showed up down the ditch bank. And so the calves didn't get very far down the road, down the driveway, and they were able to go ahead and herd them back down the ditch bank. And one of the farmers was going to hold them until they could hopefully locate the owners. And if they could locate the owners, then they would deal with the owners, make sure that they have the correct fencing, no holes, whatever. And if they didn't locate the owners, probably those calves ended up at the livestock barn in Caldwell. But anyway, the one farmer was going to use his land as the holding place for those calves. So anyway, we had an exciting moment during my live last week. And it was kind of funny. Went from little kittens to young calves. But Anyway, that was kind of fun. But anyway, back to the kittens, which was the whole point of telling you about the cows. We have, back in June is when all the kittens started showing up. Templin Anchors, welcome in. Acres, not anchors. Boy, this is what happens when you don't get much sleep. Yes, it was very exciting, Logan. So back in June, there was a single mama cat that showed up under our house, and she had 4 tiny kittens. And I started caring for them because she was so skinny. And I named her Caroline. And then her 4 kittens were all females, and I named them Bianca. And Bianca reminded me of Veruca from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And then I named one of them China Doll. She had a little China doll face. And then we had Darla, whose personality reminded me of the delectable Darluni from the Little Rascals. And then the other one I named Marley. I don't know why. She was the runt. And I named Sweet Acres Koi Farm. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here today. And I named her Marley. I figured, because at that point I didn't know whether it was a boy or a girl, and I thought Marley could go either way. And I don't know, she just looked like a Marley. So those kittens were born towards the end of May, 1st of June. So they are now about 6 months old, 5.5, 6 months old. And I have been able to fully tame the 4 kittens, although Darla, she'll allow me to pet her on her terms. She isn't as tame as the other 3. I didn't know where Caroline ended up. She disappeared for quite some time. And then here a while back, my neighbors told me that they heard kittens under their house. And I figured she had gone off and had more kittens because she was huge with babies. And she moved them over under our house again. And when she moved them over to our house, they were about 3-4 weeks old. They were starting to need kitten food. So I went from having the 4 outside girls and Caroline on occasion, plus her friend Diamond, who is a male, and another Tom that I named Phantom. I went to having just those that I was caring for, to Caroline's 5 new kittens as well. So that brought my total feral cat community up to 12. I have 6 cats of my own. I should say we have 6 cats of our own. And then I add in the 12 feral cats that I'm caring for. So now I'm up to 18 cats. The 5 new kittens I named after the Waltons. If any of you are old enough to remember the Waltons, you know that that's a really wonderful family television show from the 70s. Logan and I grew up watching them. And there's certain characters whose personalities are just, they really stood out on the show. Well, there's one kitten that is coal black, except it has a little bit of a smoky gray ruff around its neck and is real fluffy. So I'm thinking that it's a female, and so I named her Verdi after Verdi Grant. And then there's one that's black and white, and it has a giant heart, black heart on its side. It has a little black chin strap. And I thought the heart, I could call him Romeo, and it's a definite male. Could call him Romeo, but Ben Walton was absolutely a Romeo. He was always after the girls. So I named him Ben. And then there is another one that looks just like Ben, and she is the runt. She's real tiny. And I thought, well, Elizabeth was the youngest. She was the smallest, so I named her Elizabeth. Then there's a fuzzy one that looks a lot like China. And she's real independent and real big and strong. And so I named her Olivia. Katie, welcome in, Greenland Quilter. So happy that you're here. Apparently something has happened with Ashley. I'm not sure what's going on. It's almost 20 after 1 and she's not shown up. So we'll just hang out and have a chat. And after the live, I will find out what happened, and we will reschedule her. If she shows up while we're live, I will go ahead and bring her on. Ronson, I'm so glad you're here. Ronson is my son, and for anybody who doesn't know, he is also my moderator. I do have another person, Rebecca Touched by Yarn, who I have made a moderator. So then that leaves one kitten, and she is gorgeous. She has the most beautiful face. She's also a fuzzy, fluffy fuzzball, but she's a muted calico. And I named her Mamie after one of the Baldwin sisters. So that's how they all got named. So I wanted to tell you about the kittens because about a month ago, I started a Buy Me a Coffee account, and all of the proceeds from that account will go to helping to care for all of these kittens and their mama and the 2 Toms. My goal is to eventually, as I can afford it, the goal is to make sure that, first of all of them are fed and taken care of that way. Second, I keep the liquid dewormer in their bowl of water. I try to do that at all times so that whoever comes and drinks from that gets at least a little bit of dewormer. I want to be able to buy the over-the-counter deworming pills and feed every one of them hamburger laced with dewormer. That part is really tricky because the 4 older girls, especially Bianca, is very aggressive and not in a vicious way, but she will dominate. She's dominant, I guess is how I should put that. And she will force the others off of the food. So I have to be very careful to keep her away from the others as they're getting their medication. The next thing is to get them all spayed and neutered. If I can get them all spayed and neutered, which I cannot do during the wintertime, they will not spay and neuter if they do not have some place to be inside over a period of at least 24 to 72 hours. If I can't keep them inside, they will not spay them or neuter them during the wintertime. So that has to wait until spring. But in the meantime, I've got to keep them fed, and I need to try to keep them dewormed. So that is my goal. And then once I get them tamed, if I can, I'm trying to locate homes for as many as I can. If I keep some of them here, I don't mind, because they're vicious on mice. And we have moles and voles in our yard, and I don't care if they take care of those too. It's better than trying to kill the moles and voles ourselves. So I just wanted to put it out there that the link to buy me a coffee is available on my About section on my channel page. If anybody feels led to help out with the food and the spays and neuters, the deworming, I've had one person who has been absolutely an incredible supporter. I do not name names because I feel that that is something that is between them and me, unless they specifically ask to be named. There are memberships available on the Buy Me a Coffee, and in case you're wondering how the money is dispersed, YouTube memberships, YouTube takes 70% of whatever comes in, whether it's super stickers or super chats or memberships. They take 30% and the channel gets 70%. Buy Me a Coffee, anything that comes through, they take 5%. And whoever has the account gets 95%. So out of a $10, let's say, out of a $10 donation, the account would get $9.50, and Buy Me a Coffee gets 50 cents. So the majority of whatever goes through Buy Me a Coffee goes to the person that you're donating to. I do not have any kind of charity set up for this. I thought about looking into it because cat rescue is something that I've always been passionate about. If I do, and I am able to set up a 501c3 or anything like that, it would be called Karma's Kitten Club. I don't want to put any kind of pressure on anybody, because I don't care if I ever got another cent. I will continue to do within my own abilities. I will continue to do what I'm doing. I will always look for the best deals. I've got some phone numbers to call to look for the least expensive way to alter the cats. One place used to offer free spay and neuter for feral cats in Canyon County, where I live. But they no longer do that. They used to offer vouchers for low-income families, which I would qualify for. They no longer do that. And they wanted $80 per cat. I'm not going to do that. We found another business. It's a shelter that they will do spays for $50 and neuters for $25. That is so far the least expensive I've found. But I do have a couple more numbers to call. But where I have nowhere to bring the cats inside, to give them their period of recovery, I really can't do any spays and neuters until springtime. So anything that comes in right now, if you earmark it for spay and neuter, it will be held in the Buy Me a Coffee account until I'm able to spay and neuter. If it's for food or whatever, I can pull that out and use it for food. And I do keep the feral cat food separate from my indoor cat's food. I have separate buckets for that. So it will never go towards feeding my own personal cats. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm using the money for my own personal gain. I would never do that. Katie, the reason I would never hand them over to animal control is because they, number one, probably will not take them. They're over full of cats as it is. And number two, if they took them, they probably would not make it out. Sadly, Canyon County is one of the worst for being overrun with cats. And that's why I want to try to get them spayed and neutered. I would like to see them spayed and neutered before they go to their homes. But in order to do that, I'd have to be able to bring them in. Now, 3 of the junior girls that I call them, China and Bianca, absolutely love to be in the house. They would make themselves at home in the house, no problem. And I could bring those 2 in the house without a problem. And they love to be picked up and held for a few seconds. They don't have a problem being held. Marley loves to be loved on. She will not let us pick her up, but she loves to be loved on. And then I can, if I force her, I can get her in the house. Once she's in the house, she loves it. And I think she would easily become a good house cat for somebody. Darla is the one who I can love on her terms, but there's absolutely no way to pick her up unless I use the nape of her neck, and then she will be submissive. But I don't want her to be afraid of me, and I don't want her to be afraid of anybody else just to be able to hold her. I want her to come to me on her terms and to enjoy being loved on. Now, Caroline, the mother of the 9 kittens, the 4 older ones and the 5 new ones, Caroline, after all these months, has finally started letting me love on her just a little bit. And when I do love on her, she does enjoy it. Phantom, the one Tom, has allowed me to touch him just briefly, but he's still terrified. So I'm doing what I feel is best for the kittens, and for the mama and the two daddies. I'm doing what I can in my small little corner of the world. Cats are amazing people. They can sense your emotions, and they don't talk, well, they do talk back. they can, but they're not demanding. Well, I take that back. I have one cat that's very demanding, but for the most part, they aren't demanding. You don't have to take them out and walk them. You don't have to make sure that you feed them on time. You can leave food and water out for them. Make sure they have a clean litter box, and they're self-contained. They're they take care of themselves. And Molly just showed up in your lap, Logan. Oh my goodness, you guys have all seen Molly if you've seen any of my videos since the winter hit around here. She's obnoxious. Oh, Katie, I'm so sorry. I missed some of your videos recently. I'm very sorry. Oh, I misunderstood. I misunderstood. Okay. So he works at sea then? Is that what my understanding is? So anyway, I guess I mainly wanted to tell you about the Buy Me a Coffee and what I'm doing with the cats, so that you would have an understanding of exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and so that you would understand that if you choose to donate anything through Buy Me a Coffee, every penny of it will go to the feral cat community that's living at my house. None of it will go towards my cats. None of it will go towards me personally. Every bit of it will go towards the cats that live outside, and their well-being. I surely didn't mean for this to turn into just about the cats, but Ashley apparently has had some kind of an emergency or an issue at home that's prevented her from coming. Like I said, we will make sure that she gets to come on here. If she's able to show up later on in the week, maybe we'll pop on and do a bonus Meet Me Monday and make sure that we get her interview done yet this week, if at all possible. So changing gears, I've been a little bit unfocused today, a little bit hard to remember what I'm saying to you all. I have fibromyalgia and some other autoimmune type issues, and last night it's been cold, and I got a little too cold yesterday. If I get too hot, then I have problems, and if I get too cold, then I have problems. But I got too cold, and then I forgot to take, I thought I had taken all of my medication last night, and I didn't. And I would be okay if I was sitting up and covered. But as soon as I laid down, then I started having problems. And I would be burning, but I was freezing cold. And by burning, it was like nerve pain. Oh, Heather, you were fine. You were fine. Your messages were coming in before I started having problems. My problems didn't hit until I went to bed. Oh, Rob, I'm so sorry. I know that is tough. My mother-in-law also has lupus. But the pain that I get, it's a burning pain that's throughout my whole body. It's a combination of like nerve pain and like deep bone pain and muscle pain. And if I don't stay on top of it, it's just agitating. It just keeps my body in constant motion because I can't sit still. And so I was awake until like 4:30 this morning, or later. It might have even been later than that. And I woke up a couple of times, and I finally woke up about 10 o'clock this morning. So anyway, I am feeling a little bit better today. I'm still burning a bit. Charinator, I'm so glad you're here. Ashley was unable to make it at the last minute, so we're just sitting around and having us a good talk. And so if anybody has any questions, if anybody has anything they'd like to share. Yeah, Logan's usually working. But he got today off. He'll be at work tomorrow. So, let's see. How about we do an open mic? Anybody want to come on? I'll share a link if anybody would like to come on, and we'll just sit around and chat. There's the link if you'd like to come in. And I used the term chinwag with Heather, I think it was last week, and she didn't know what that was. But if you'd like to come on and join me for a few minutes, we'll sit around and have us a chinwag. What is my first name? My first name is Karma. That's my birth name. Okay, Charinator, go ahead. That's fine. You can keep the camera off. I don't mind. Yes, my given name is Karma Rose. Okay, here we go.
Guess who's in the house?
What's that?
Says, guess who's in the house?
This is Charinator. Welcome in.
Hello there, camera.
How are you doing today? Or tonight?
I'm actually doing not too bad.
Good.
Just chilling out.
Yeah. Did you survive last night's live with Carl?
Yeah.
I think he was having a little too much fun last night.
Well, that's a good thing about that is he does need to let his hair down. And
yeah.
It is good to as he's well, give me a second. As he's doing is giving back to those who are supporting him. That's a good thing. So it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, Heaven. How are you?
No, Heather, he definitely was feeling no pain last night. Yeah. I don't know that I'll be going to very many of those Sunday night lives of his. Just not my jam.
Who's that, Carl's?
Yeah. I mean, do whatever suits you, I guess, but it's just not quite for me. Just not my scene. But
yeah, it's not for some people don't like doing that, and as you know, it's because it's like the pace is too quick.
yeah.
So and sometimes I do find that kind of like something like that when there's too much things happening. I'm like, yeah, it's not for me. I'll let you move back a wee bit.
Yeah. Anybody else want to come up and chat with Stephen and I? Come on in. Let's see. Can we pin, Ronson, can we pin that link? If you're still in here, can you pin that link for me? I don't think I can do it without going onto my phone.
Yeah, since it had some bad weather in Wales.
I'm sorry. I'm so easily distracted today, and I'm not thinking clearly. I didn't hear you.
Saint was saying he had bad weather in Wales, where he is.
Okay.
And I said to him that we're the same. Because there's a so after America gets the hurricanes and the storms and that, we get the tail end. We get all the tail end of it coming up.
Okay.
So we do.
Logan has a question for you, Stephen.
Yeah, what's that?
Thought I clicked it. There we go.
Logan, I don't know, buddy.
Did you see the question?
Yeah, how much are the Scottish Highlanders going for now? I don't know. I really don't know, buddy.
Yeah. He's into he works at the livestock auction barn, and so every now and then they get some Scotties going through there, and he's curious about what the livestock market is like over there.
Yeah, are you talking about the Highland cows, the orange, big, brown, hairy ones? If you talking about them type of big Highland cows, I don't know, because I am not a farmer, mate.
Yeah.
But they're nice. I like it. Out of all the cattle and cows that you see in Scotland, they're the nicest.
Mm-hmm.
So they are the nicest ones in Scotland. Is where the black and white ones just, nah, no my cup of tea.
Yeah. Hey Kendra, are you want to pop in and chat with us? We can have more than just one person up here at a time. I think I can have, because I've got the free version of StreamYard. I think I can have a total of 6 people. So.
Did you say
oh my gosh, Heather, you woke up to snow this morning? Ugh. I'm so sorry. I have a feeling we're going to have more snow this year than what we normally get. Or what we have done.
Well, in Greenock, where I am, it's, so what time is it? 8 till 9 o'clock. Well, right, 9 o'clock, it's going to be rain. Then cloudy, and then cloudy all the way through. Then it's going to be a wee bit sunny. Then it will be cloudy. So we've had the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So we have.
Hey, that's okay, Kendra. I understand. You got to take care of school first. Absolutely. Chat, stop.
Was Katie saying? I would love to go and visit Scotland.
Logan says, I would love to meet a real Scottish Highlander like Rob Roy McGregor.
That I don't, and that I wouldn't know where to find them.
William Wallace, Robert the Bruce. I love history, he says.
Well, that's good. Well, Logan, I can tell you. So Rob Roy McGregor or Robert the Bruce, and William Wallace, Stirling Castle, which is up in Stirling, in Scotland, just about an hour or two away from where I am. There is a statue of, I think it's Robert the Bruce, and you can go and visit. You can go and visit that at all times. So you can. I know that's there, but the rest, like Robert Owen McGregor and William Wallace, I don't know. It's only Robert the Bruce I know. Well, but he is.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, it's
What?
being Scottish is got its challenges.
Yeah. Oh. So, do you guys over there in Scotland, or Rob over in Wales, do you guys have an equivalent to the United States Thanksgiving?
So Thanksgiving, I think over here, it's like I think it's like ours at Andrew's Day. I think I'm not too sure.
Our Thanksgiving is um, is our day of giving thanks. Basically, it's our day of when when you go all the way back to when the pilgrims from England settled into the new land, America, United States, and the natives helped them survive, basically. And it was a day when they gave thanks for the food and for being able to survive.
Yeah.
That's the original feast.
Oh.
But now it's become more of everybody glutting on food and watching football and waiting for the sales to happen on the next day. That's more of what it is
That's good.
today. But it's basically a day of giving thanks and eating a lot of food. Katie lives in Greenland, and she says that on that side of the pond, there's no such thing.
Well, fair enough. What you were just asking there. So I'm learning something on the internet, and it says here that in contrast, in Scotland, the celebration of Thanksgiving is not a part of traditional customs, nor is it recognised as a national holiday. The Scottish is more on Christmas and Hogmanay, New Year's Eve. So that's what we like to do. But I've just found out as well, the UK's, so the whole of the UK, right, that's Ireland and Northern Ireland as well. Harvest Festival is similar to Thanksgiving and is celebrated in Scotland. So
Okay.
we've got, I
I
think,
just wondered, um, I just kind of wondered if there was even remotely anything similar in nature to a day of giving thanks
you know,
across the
I'm
pond.
just learning something new as well. I'm learning actually something new about Scotland. I'm Scottish. So yeah, as Gabriel says, we've got like Christmas and New Year's Eve. We celebrate Easter. Well, aye, and birthdays definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know somebody's got a birthday coming up soon. So I
Yeah.
do.
Okay. Well, does anybody else want to come on up?
Come
Say
on,
hi.
we don't bite.
We got a lot of people in chat, and I kind of hate to cut it short, but I'm kind of running out of things to say.
Come
I'm
on,
getting
guys.
really sleepy too. But Sweet Acres Koi Farm, would you like to come up?
We don't bite, guys.
Or Bella's Whisper, if you're still in here, you're welcome to come on up.
Is Bella in? Oh, heaven's fire. Oh,
Heaven's Fire will be my interview for next Monday.
nice.
And she normally works during the day, so it will be. Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. I forgot all about that. She is normally at work during the day, and so we pre-recorded her interview, so it will be a premiere next Monday instead of a live.
Nice one.
But it was a fun interview. I really enjoyed getting to know. Oh, well, look at who's coming on stage.
Who's that?
Let me
What up,
change the
Logan?
layout. There.
My mic on?
Yep, your mic is on.
Howdy, everyone. This is Karma's better half. I mean, other half.
Yeah.
Just saying hi to everybody. Glad you're all here. We really do appreciate you on this channel. We give all Karma all the support, so hit that like and subscribe buttons and
Ding dong the notification bell.
yeah.
Hey, do you have Skipper right there handy?
He was here just a minute ago. He hopped down. I had Molly for a second ago, but I can call Skipper back over here.
Why don't you turn that light on too, because it's awful dark. Now that you sat forward, it's a little better, but
yeah, no. Well, it's kind of dark and cloudy today. It's kind of looked like a storm coming in.
And your microphone picks up your voice just fine. You don't have to use your auction voice.
No, I'm trying not to. Skipper. Come here, Skippy. I'm trying to get him over here. Get Skippers over here. But yeah, we're glad to see everybody today. Because this week is an odd week for us with the holidays and everything. So,
Yep, because even because it's almost like the end of November, we'll be coming into this Christmas period time, and that's when we need those who are on their own and those who are with their loved ones need to be there for each other.
yep. Yes.
Okay. Logan, this comment here is for you.
Okay, hold on just 1 second and I'll look. Take my glasses off. Yeah, I sound Texan. Okay. I grew up in a state that borders Texas. It would be over on the east of Texas. Yes. The state of Arkansas is where I am actually from. I am actually a hillbilly from the Ozarks. Really.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, we grew up in the Ozarks and they have a lot of, and I love the music and culture that came over from overseas, from Scotland and Ireland, and the bluegrass music that came over, the old timey music. That is my favorite music.
Yeah, for me, my favorite Scottish music. You'll laugh when I tell you this. I like military music. I like military music, right? But also like a traditional music. So like a bagpipes getting played. So playing like Flower of Scotland and like Scotland the Brave, because it makes
Mhm.
when that gets played, it makes me feel proud to be a Scotsman.
Yes, yes, I love Scotland the Brave. Love that song.
That's kind of nuts about Katie saying that with Charleston, South Carolina. My auntie, my auntie's from Scotland, right? Two of my aunties are from Scotland, right? And my auntie Margaret married a sailor who was when the US Navy was in Scotland. When they had the see the floating dock, remember? They had the floating dock in Scotland.
Mhm.
Well, that was in the area where I stay near. And Manty ended up marrying someone who was in the American Navy, and she moved over to Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
That is nuts, sir.
I
Small
was
world.
I was born and raised primarily in Idaho. I lived 6 years in California, Northern California, and I've been told that Idaho has a neutral accent, and um, I actually, because a lot of my formative schooling years was in California, I picked up a lot of the I guess you'd say the dialect or the preciseness of my speech from California. Yes,
Oh, your
Idaho is
accent.
gorgeous. Idaho is absolutely gorgeous. We have such a diverse landscape. You can have any kind of landscape you want in Idaho.
Karma,
Yeah.
I've got a question. The reason I'm laughing is because I've got it already copied right in. I've got a question to ask Saint Gabriel. What the hell does this word mean, and can you translate it for us, please? That
I'm
word there,
sorry.
Gabriel. That word there. What does it mean?
I missed that.
Right. So see the word. See the word I put in the chat. That very long mixed up word. It's the longest Welsh word there is. So I'm asking Gabriel if he can translate that for us. What that means.
What you want to know what means?
Right, so see how I put in the chat there that CYRFRWNGDDARO. See in between. See where it says what Katie's Katie did. I want to see Idaho in the mountains. Right, then I put a hang in the chat.
I'm looking in the chat.
Right, so it's in between me and Kate. It's in between me and Katie's too. It's the longest Welsh word.
I have no idea.
Oh, it got held for review. Ronson was saying. So yeah, that word there, what Ronson's saying, right? It's the longest Welsh word, and I was asking Gabriel if he can translate it for us, what it means.
You want to know if it can be translated?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah,
wants to know what it can be translated there.
yeah.
Can you do that, Ronson?
No,
Bronson can do anything.
Yeah, it was Gabriel I was asking what it actually means. But he was born in Birmingham, you see.
Where's your brother?
You still
Yeah.
sorry for laughing, Gabriel, but it's just
We need Skippy.
Hi, Wanda. So glad you're here.
hi
Sorry,
Wanda.
I saw you pop in and then I got distracted and I forgot to say hello. I am so glad you're here. I popped in on your live last night and
Hey, Lily.
I got in on the tail end of it and I didn't catch much of it and I didn't have a chance to go back and watch it. The only super long word, okay, Google Translate says it's subjugation medium translated from Welsh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what does subjugation medium mean?
Right.
And Rob says, does it mean sheep on a hill?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Because there is in Wales, right?
On the hill.
In Wales, there is a lot of very, very long words. The Welsh do like to make their words long. So they do. It's like oh, there is. I'll show you one of the long words, right?
Okay.
And this is one of the longest Welsh words you would probably see in your life. Yeah. Try and pronounce that.
Oh! Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Is that Katie? Katie, is that translation, is that for your word in Greenland? Or is that for Stephen's word? Oh, now wait a minute. Is that another word you're
Yeah,
giving us?
that's a long Welsh word. Yeah.
Okay. Greenland has a word that is 173 characters long.
Damn.
Dang.
And the Greenland word that's 173 words or characters long translates to, once again, they tried to build a radio station, but apparently it is still only on the drawing board.
Damn.
Okay.
Stop being lame, man.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Katie.
Yeah, Katie, and that one that I put in the Leon freaking that one, that is a Welsh one. That is a Welsh one. It's the longest. It's the Welsh could understand it, but people like us be like, eh?
Rob, you're hilarious. As far as I know, you can write down any letters in any order and it probably means something.
Exactly, Rob.
I would hope so. Hope it would mean something.
Right, hold on. I'm going to say something in the chat, right? And I want to see how many people can understand what I'm saying, right? And I'm going to do it in the way I would say it, right?
Wow. Now that is keeping your language concise. In Greenland, one word can be an entire sentence.
Jesus.
Okay.
I wouldn't even begin to know how to say that word, but it apparently means I miss you.
I like Heaven's
McClure.
Fire.
Have got McClus.
Makazavact. Makazavact. Okay.
Because of that.
Or Kionic. Thank you.
That.
Gang, thank you. Yep.
I like
Here's how to keep it even shorter. Thanks.
Monocle.
And you
I
don't
like
have to wonder how to pronounce it.
I like Kevin
Hey.
Files' comment there. She says, Stephen, you're asking for a big ask. I heard that snigger. Yeah, my wee snigger comes out like. So here it is in Scotland. What I'm going to type is I would say in Scotland, right?
Whoa. Now that's giving you precise location, is it not? But what happens if the white hazel disappears or the rapid whirlpool disappears?
Not sure.
Yeah.
Or
You got
what
me
if the
on
red
that one.
cave changes colors? What if somebody comes along and paints the red cave? They don't like red anymore and they want it white or blue or orange. Maybe purple. Logan would paint it purple.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, Katie. Words are so fun. I am, I guess you would consider a linguist. I absolutely love language. It's fascinating. I love what you can do with words.
Right.
I love, for me, because I speak English, I love the English language. And while I'm not like on the internet, you get the grammar Nazis and they get on there and they'll correct everybody.
Exactly.
I am a grammar Nazi in that I will call it out verbally. I'll correct somebody out loud on the internet. I will not go on and correct them
Exactly. Right.
in text.
Karma. I'm going to put this in, right? But Ronson, and anybody else, don't check what it means. I'll tell you what it means, right? From a Scottish person, and it's what it actually means. You'll probably understand it, right? You ready?
I missed you. I'm sorry.
Right. So you can see in the chat I put you didn't ken, do you? Gonna not do that if you didn't mind, right? So that here means ye means ye means you, right?
Right.
Dinny means don't. Kin means no. They means do, and ye means you, right? So it means you don't know, do you? Then can you gonna know? They, that means can you not do that? If you
Okay.
if you didn't mind, if you don't mind. So that's what it means in Scottish. You didn't ken, do you? So you don't know, do you? And can you not can you not can you gonna not do that? Can you not do that if you don't mind?
Okay.
It's that we speak like with a slang. We Scottish people speak with a slang. No, Gabriel, it's not a deep fried Mars bar. I just rotten.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
we've got a wee tradition over here. You go to a chip shop and you ask for a deep fried Mars bar.
Where did this one come from? Is it a deep fried Mars bar?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. In Scotland, right? So you know what a Mars bar is, don't you?
Ye-
Right. So you know what a Mars bar is? It's a sweetie, right? But in Scotland, in that we do like to fry our stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So hence why a deep fried Mars bar,
Okay.
and
Interesting.
it's rotten. Yeah,
Whoops, wrong one.
yeah, Gabriel.
A
A
chocolate Mars
chocolate
bar.
Mars
Yeah, I
bar.
know what a Mars bar is.
Right. So hold on. Right. So let me translate it. Right. I'll type it out. Right. So you. So give me a sec. Don't know. You didn't ken. You didn't ken the. Right. So
Isn't it funny how
you
we speak
know.
English, but yet we don't understand each other?
Exactly.
True, dear. True, dear.
It's just like being from different parts of the country,
Yeah. That's what it means.
having different dialect and different um, different ways, different mannerisms, and cultures within the same country. And yes, very strong Scottish accent.
Oh yes.
And um, being hard of hearing, even though I wear hearing aids, it's a real deficit with people who have strong accents from anywhere and certain voice levels, pitches. There's certain pitches that I cannot hear or hear well. And so it really makes it hard when somebody has a strong accent. And I do apologize. I don't mean to come across rude or anything. If anybody feels that I am when I talk with Stephen, it's not intentional. I just don't hear or understand. And rather than asking him to repeat himself a million times and still never catch it, well, we just
Yeah.
chuckle and go on.
Yeah. Because that is. See if so.
It's incredibly embarrassing for me.
Skippy,
Yeah.
come here,
Camera.
Skip.
See if you ever feel that you want me to repeat something, just ask me. I don't mind, or else I could do this for you. I say there, camera. Jolly good show.
I appreciate that.
I could speak in a very English accent if you want me to.
I appreciate that.
But
I've been ridiculed so much for deficits that I have that it's very hard for me to ask for accommodations.
Camera. If you ever want, or you go, if you ever want, we're ever talking and you're struggling to hear what I'm saying, just ask. I don't mind. I understand. with people having like hearing issues and like having disabilities, I do understand because, as I says, my mum was going out with someone who was total deaf, right? And the only way you could communicate with him was sign language. But because I've only got to use of one hand, I can't do sign language that way now. So if you, all you've got to say is, Stephen, can you slow down a wee bit? And I'll say, sure.
I
And I
appreciate
don't
that
mind.
very
I
much.
don't mind. Yeah, and I find, I find as well as Gabriel is saying, in Scotland, we find people from different countries accent, or all around the world, their accent is because it's like gobbledygook. That means that we can't understand what they're saying,
Right.
or if they're talking in their own language, we're like, "What are you saying?" And it's not that we've been nasty at it, we just don't understand what they're saying. And it's like when we talk, when the Scottish talk to somebody that's a foreign in our country, they're going, "What are you saying? We don't understand you." And it's just that language barrier. It's just that wee language barrier. It catches everybody. We speak the same language, English, but with different accents.
Right.
And as you
Yep.
says, the Scottish one, the Scottish one is the strongest one. So you think like, no, you think that my accent is kind of strong, right?
Yeah.
Wait until someone comes on from the top of Scotland, from Aberdeen. There's this broad Scots accent. They've got like they're like the like the Highlanders, the broad. Oh, that type of way. That's the way they speak. And see someone that's from Ireland. This is the way they Northern Ireland that you will understand because they speak like this. Hello there, old chap. How you doing? It's a very grand day, isn't it? They talk faster than us because they're saying it at 110 mile per hour.
Right. Yeah.
But the Irish you can understand. Oh, and it sounds like the police helicopter's out.
Yeah.
Would love to
Can you hear
meet
it?
somebody like this.
Go ahead, Logan.
Yeah, just saying, I would love to meet some Irish and some Highlanders, and I love culture. I love culture.
Exactly. Being, I do love being Scottish, right? But I've also got a wee bit of. Dude, you're going to laugh at this when I tell you. My first name, right? My first name's Stephen, right? So you can
Mm-hmm.
see my name on you can see my name on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So Stephen, me is Greek, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it means crown, right? So I've got a Greek name, right? A Greek first name.
Mm-hmm.
Hughes is a Irish, English, and Irish, Scottish, and Welsh surname.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I've got I've got a mixture of in my name. Is where that's how I can talk a wee bit Irish. Like it's a grand day out there. Very good, isn't it?
This is interesting. Rob says, my wife's father, I couldn't understand a word he said, and I would have to get my wife to translate for me, and he only lived 15 minutes away from me.
Yeah, it's the same as everywhere. It's because as Gabriel was saying that he's from Birmingham, so they talk like a Brummie. We got in the UK, right? So Birmingham, Liverpool, Newcastle, Scotland. These areas we've got different names, what we call them. So Scotland, we talk Scottish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle, they say they talk like Scotsman with a brain bashed in, right? Because it's a border between Scotland and England.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool, we say, oh, that's him talking Liverpudlian. Liverpudlian, because they go, all right, then, calm down, mate, calm down. That's the way they talk.
Okay.
Birmingham people, they're called Brummies because they're Birmingham. Because they've got that accent, it's that dialect of accent. So if I was to say, hello there, camera, how are you doing tonight?
Well, I sure appreciate this. You know, it's made me feel better. It really has.
Camera, it's my pleasure, and that's the one thing. If as I said to you in the interview last week, if I can help someone to understand, even to understand the Scots, the way we speak as well, and understand how mental health stuff and all that as well, that's something that I like to do. And I know, and I do understand like what it's having like an impairment. It's annoying.
Yeah.
It changes your life completely. Because as I said, I'm dyslexic, right? I've got the my dyslexia is called Mears-Irlen syndrome, which is a visual stress. So if I look anything on white, the words jump around. I see shapes, colours, numbers in the words, and they start spinning. So I can't focus on anything white.
Mm-hmm.
And with mental, and as I said, with the physical disability, yeah, that's and as we know, hearing loss is a physical disability, and that is it's a you feel it's a hindrance, and you can't, and it's you struggle with it. I struggle with my physical disability, and as you know, I'm in a wheelchair. I've only got the one leg,
Mm-hmm.
and it is hard. It's a hard thing.
Yeah.
But as people say to me, is you're a fighter. You're a fighter.
Stephen, you're not alone on the dyslexia.
Yeah, dyslexia is a very common thing. It's a very common thing. So it is.
And Heather says, words on white jump and are hard for him to read.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
see how when it says the savage chair in there is in purple. I can read that perfect, right? It's where the bit with my name in it.
So if you use the dark mode or night mode on your devices, then it makes it easier to read.
No, doesn't help.
Mm.
It doesn't help for me. I've got it's the way my dyslexia is. I've got to have a coloured background. I need a coloured background to able to actually read proper.
Huh.
So right, so let me show you. I'll show you something, right? So let me get my Visual Studio up, right? And I'll explain to you, okay? Right, so I'm just hold on, give me a second. Where is it? Give me a second. I need the StreamYard up. I need that on that screen so I can. Right, so I'll show you my I'll share my screen with you, right? Right, so yeah, you can see my I'm sharing the screen with you.
Here we go. There we go. I had
Right.
trouble getting my mouse to move.
Yeah, so as you can see, this here is from my 5M server. As you can see, it's hundreds of coding, which I'm not got 100% about, but I just learn. So if I had that on, now give me a second. If I get in here to the theme, right, color theme. Now, if I had that on like that, right,
Mm-hmm.
I can't read that, right? I cannot read that at all because it's a white, right?
Okay.
So if I was to go like this, now where is it? Now if I was to go like that with the yellow, I can now read that perfect. So I can.
You can read it on the yellow background.
Yes, I can read it on the yellow and the dark blue. The dark blue. Colour.
Rob, have you tried this trick for you by using colored backgrounds to help you read easier?
Oh no, that's bad, that one.
Stephen, we had a couple of questions for you.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw them.
Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm just trying to get us back up to the killer I want that in. Well, it's here.
Come on, buddy.
Let me see the questions. Where is it?
First one is from Katie. Does
What's up?
Scotland have full independence from England?
That question, I can tell you with all heart, Kate, is not yet. We're trying. We're trying to get independence from England,
Okay.
but it's a big no. Wait a minute. It's an ongoing thing.
Okay. And the other question is, do you have trouble understanding us?
No. Nope.
Okay.
I can understand you perfect.
Okay. And that question came from Heaven's Fire 18, Heather.
Nope, Peter, I can understand these very, very easily.
Okay. All right. And Rob said that he has tried changing the colors, but his dyslexia is different to yours, Stephen.
Yeah, because it's.
And Katie said Greenland is trying to become independent of Denmark too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody's trying to. Yeah, that's what I was laughing at. All right, Robin. That's what I was laughing at.
Now, I do have to say, some of those real deep South Americans who have the really strong accents can be a little challenging to understand, even
Yes,
for
we can, dear.
Yeah, I know someone, Kafita Cat Grey, her name is, and she talks like a very hillbilly. So she does, and you're like, sometimes you're going, Kafita, slow down. It's like a pure. It's like I
Mhm.
talk. It's like I talk to him when she talks.
We get people like that at work.
You're like, huh? Only slow down, mate. So yeah, the fun and games, but soon it's just people, as we saying, people do have to just take their time and understand. So they do.
Yes, we do.
It's the
Yeah.
same as with people. Right, so we we with me, right? So when you'll probably notice when I'm oh, here we go. See that that's that's what you can hear. Me trying to get my words out, but it's not coming out proper, and I'm kind of struggling. That's because of the the two strokes I've had. So my brain's it'll work now and again, then it'll just go bleh. And that's when people have got to understand it'll take a wee bit of time for me to get words out that I want to get out. And that's why I probably speak a wee bit too quick.
Okay. Well, I finally heard back from Ashley, and apparently she thought that I had something come up, and then her kids got a hold of her phone, so she didn't see my message.
Lovely jubbly.
I invited her to go ahead and come back, join us. So I'm not sure if she's going to or not. I'm good to hang out for a little while longer. If you guys are having a good time, we'll just go ahead and hang out.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fandabidozy.
I don't understand why your comments are being held and I can't get them.
Who's? Mine?
No, Logan. For some reason, Logan's comments are being held for review.
I don't know.
Watson, are you still in chat? It's there's 2 comments from Logan that have been held for review.
Logan, give me a minute, but I'll find it for you, right?
No, wait a minute. They're in private chat. How come they're in private chat?
I don't know.
Right, so give me a minute, right, and I'll find this out for you.
Which tab you're in, Logan, and make sure that you're not on the private chat tab. Make sure you're in the comments section.
Okay, I'll see what I can do here. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
Right, so there's different, right, so there's, I'm looking at images here, and there's different tartans, right? So there's a Welsh tartan, there's a Scottish tartan, for Lewis clan, right?
Right.
So there's 2. I'll stick it on the screen and I'll let you see. Right. Right, so as you can see, this is the Welsh one, right? So that's the Welsh one here.
Oh, okay.
Right? And that's it. That's the Scottish one.
Oh, okay.
So it is. And see the tartan. I wore a kilt at my uncle's wedding, right?
Okay.
And this is the one that I wore. Right? And the one that I wore was that one there. That one right there.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And
Oh,
as you
yeah.
can see, so if I click on this, right? So as you can see, it's blue, white, yellow, right?
Okay.
That is my local football team, right?
Oh, okay.
So and then if you look, hold on, let me go back. And if you look at the tartan that I wore, it's the
Okay.
same colours, blue, white, yellow. So it's my local football, and that was the kilt I wore. So let me see, and I'll show you, right? See if we can find. I'll show you the picture, right?
Okay.
If I get my Facebook. So let me change this. Oh, that's a nice picture. me, my sister, my brother. And me, that's me there in my head, and that's my wee mum. My wee mum.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, she's not here, so
It's
she's
hard
not
when our
here.
moms are gone.
Yeah. Well, see in my
Oh,
yeah, see in my family camera.
yes.
So as you can see, it's so me, mum, my dad, my sister, my brother, right? Out of,
Beautiful family.
yeah, so out of us 5, there's only 2 left. And the 2 that's left is us 2,
Uh-huh.
right? Because
Beautiful.
my dad passed away, my mum passed away, my brother passed away. So it's
Wow.
just us 2 that's left. So yeah. So hold on, let me scroll through these pictures because there's some pictures that's yeah. Right, so hold on. Albums, right?
Okay.
Now, where is it? Hold on, where is it?
It's just my dad and myself and my son left on my family.
Oh. Yeah, it's there. As a full I'm looking for, right? And yes, there you are. There's the tartan I was telling you about.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
that is nice. That is nice.
yeah, and that was before I took the 2 strokes. That was well before I took the 2 strokes.
Mm.
And as you can see, I'm wearing a fake leg. So yeah. Oh, hold on, I've got a better picture. There you are. In a better picture.
I like that.
I need a
and
kilt there.
yeah, and you see the colours I was telling you about? Blue, white, yellow.
Yes.
Yeah, that is my local football team colour. So yeah, and as you can see, when I was wearing a fake leg, because you can see the difference. And yes, it was agonising
Mm.
because I had to wear a fake leg the whole day. Because my leg's literally from here down, it's missing. So yeah, the fun enjoys. No, I've got I think it's yeah. That's one of my dad's cousins from Wales, and look at the height of me compared to her, and she's wearing high heels.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? This is I've got I've got a picture of me and my auntie, and she's wearing heels there. Look at the height.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm quite a tall person against my auntie. So I am. So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, so as I says, it's just me, me and my sister now. Out of 5. And as you can see, yeah, it looks like I'm strangling her. No, but she is the best. She's my best.
Yeah.
Even though she does my head in at times, but that's family for you. And then, as you can see, there's pictures of me and my dad. So here's me and my dad.
Cool.
He was my best mate. He was my best mate.
Yeah.
Still is to this day. So he is. I'm going to shut that down, man, because if I look at a picture of him, I'm going to start greeting
Well, thank you for showing that.
in the
Yeah.
bottom of it.
Well, we have been on here for almost 2 hours. Ashley's not going to make it, and so I will have to get her on another day. If I can get her on yet this week, I will. Otherwise, it will have to be the Monday after next. I have Heather, Heaven's Fire 18, scheduled for next week. I've really just enjoyed kicking back and having a great time, just chatting with everybody, talking about language, talking about the kitties, and the cows. That was so wild last week. Just kind of hanging out and having fun with my friends. And you guys really have become my friends. And more so than that, you've become my family. I don't have much natural family. I just want to thank every one of you for being here and being so supportive and sticking around. We had more here today than normal, and I hope that continues. Katie, I have all of December open. So just shoot me an email. We'll get you on the calendar. Any one of you that have not been interviewed yet, if you want to be on here and you have content on your page, shoot me an email. That's how I set things up. That's how I communicate. I would love to have you on here as a guest. It's just sitting around, chit-chatting, getting to know you as a channel and promoting your channel. That's the goal of my interviews. They're very relaxed, and I would love to have you on here. So,
Well,
go ahead, Steve.
I've got something on. As you know, you were on with the sharing a chat one, right? I've got a wee chat day coming up tomorrow. Just like a wee chat. It's like just for people to come on, get to know me. I get to know them, and I just like you, Kama, get to know the channel.
Okay.
So if she's a free tomorrow, not tomorrow, the 27th, on the 27th, if you're free.
On the 27th of
this month, Wednesday.
Okay.
I'll be on live streaming, and if you want to come in and say hello and have a wee chit chat, it's a wee chat day. That's what I'm going to be doing as well as the interview side, just to get to know the channels and get to know people and have a wee chat. What time, Matt? Gabriel, 11 o'clock our time in the UK time, 11 o'clock PM. So it's what's that in American time? That's 6 PM American time. I think, am I right?
All right. I'll see what I can do about being there.
And yeah, because tomorrow I would have done it tomorrow, but I'm not going to because it's a nice wee day for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a that day. Do you know what day I'm talking about?
Birthday.
Yeah,
Okay.
All
Happy
right.
birthday.
yeah, it's that tomorrow. So spending it on my own.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll be spending it on my own tomorrow. So
Okay.
Well, I wish I was there. We were there to spend it with you, Stephen.
cheers, bud. Cheers. So what I might do is might just order tomorrow. Might do a wee shop online and get myself a wee cake tomorrow.
Okay.
So
So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Stephen, you're welcome to hang around if you want to, or if you need to get going, that's fine too.
no, I'm cool. I'm cool.
I do want to go ahead and wrap this up. I do need to get to the bank before they close, but I can hang around for a little bit. Katie, I am in the Mountain Time Zone. So it is 2:53 p.m. right now. Oh, okay. 11 o'clock there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. So I want to thank everybody again for being here. This has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. I want to try to do more lives like this. I might look for an evening or maybe an afternoon during the week. That would be not conflicting with some of my other friends that do go live. I don't want to cross into their time if I can avoid it. So I will check the schedule and see what I can figure out. I think this is a lot of fun to I want to make sure that the next live that I schedule is one where we can just hang out. No
Okay. That
agenda,
sounds good.
just a hangout. And
Sounds good, boy.
anybody who wants to be on the panel can come up and just chit chat. So that is my goal, to set up another live during the week just for hanging out and having fun. So I want to thank you again. I hope everybody has a really, truly wonderful, those of us who celebrate, a really, truly wonderful Thanksgiving. Those of you who don't have a Thanksgiving in your country, take time to think about what you're thankful for and just set aside time to give thanks and remember what blessings you have in your life. It changes your attitude. It truly does. It changes your attitude towards life. So with that, I will say goodbye. And so wish you all well. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Love you guys so much. And until next time, I will have a video out for you on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday. There will be a video. I'm not sure what time it'll show up, but there will be a video. Love you guys. Bye-bye.